I'm Dr. Jamie, and we're in the second video at looking at resources and the raven. So, did you do some research about these items? Figuring out where did they come from? Let's see. I know that Ree did some research and found out where these things came from. Let's see if you have the same answers. Now, like if we have paper products, where did those come from? They come from trees. So that's where paper and cardboard, all your books, those are coming from trees. What about this glass jar? Did that come from a tree? No. Glass comes from sand. You heat up sand, you end up with glass. We can use this for our jam jars and soda bottles. What about that wool sock? Do you know what this was from? It's actually from sheep. You can use the fiber from their fur to be able to make wool. So we know that we need sheep if we want to have our wool socks. Now, what about a cotton t-shirt? Was that also from a sheep? No. This actually comes from a plant called the cotton plant. We don't grow it around here, but this is actually what the flowers look like. Very poofy on top. And this fiber is what's turned into thread, and that is turned into our cotton clothes. Now, what about our metal items? Where does metal come from? Not from a plant, not from a tree. Right. Metal comes from rocks. Now, actually, for the aluminum can, you need this rock. This is bauxite. Bauxite has a mineral in it that we, as humans, have figured out we can turn it into aluminum. So it's not just any rock, you have to find the right rock. Where does plastic come from? Ree, did you find out? Now, what's sort of interesting, there are several adults who do not know where plastic comes from. So I'm pretty proud that you were able to figure it out. Plastic comes from oil. Oil is a fossil fuel. It's very old. It's deep in our earth. It takes millions of years to make, and we can use it to not only power our buses or heat our homes, but we can also use it to make plastic. Now, with all of these items, tree, sheep, cotton, sand, oil, and rock, what do they all have in common? They're in my classroom? Yes, they are all in my classroom. But what else do they all have in common? They make things that we use. They put clothes on our back, puts food on our table, gets us from point A to point B. But where do we all find these things? You're right. It's from our earth. Now, these are called natural resources. We all practice saying that together? Natural resources. The indigenous or native people were the original experts when it came to clever and resourceful ways to use resources in their everyday life. Now, when I think of a cedar tree, I see it as a source of oxygen and wood. But for the Kipui people, an indigenous tribe in the greater Portland area, they not only use the cedar for homes, but also to create canoes and dishes. They actually use almost all of the tree. They can use the bark for clothing and hats, and the leaves for medicine. They were incredibly resourceful and have survived for 14,000 years using these traditions and even continue to use them today. So humans use natural resources, but actually every living thing on Earth uses natural resources, even our raven. Raven needs natural resources such as air, water. They need to have a habitat to make their nests, to be able to have food, and sometimes they steal shiny things from humans. Give me back my pencil. So what we're going to do next is we're going to play a natural resource game. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this website that's on your worksheet. When you're ready, we can start the game. So right here, you're going to notice that there are 12 cards. So I'm going to start flipping them over. Make sure you use your words. I have a cotton hoodie. What do I need to use to make cotton? Let's see if this is a match. Sand. Can you make a cotton hoodie from sand? No, that's not a match. Let's try again. Sheep. What can I make from sheep? Oh, no, I can't make glass from sheep. Rock. What can I make from rocks? Yep, you know that one. Metal. Let's see if I can find metal. Nope, that's paper. That's not a match. Let's try. Cotton. Oh, we knew where that one was. I can use cotton plants to make a cotton hoodie. So I have a match. Let's keep going. Let's try one more. Wool mittens. Where was that sheep? Where is it? Oh, there it is. So you can continue and play this game as many times as you like, being able to match the natural resource and the item that we might use that can be made from that. I'll see you next time in our third video. Bye.